The Libertines is like a, I mean, well, this band, like every gig is like it's like a battle. It feels like we're going to war a little bit. Whereas the Libertines, we get at war with each other. But yeah, we're on the same front, right? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I love new things. When I write in my journals and my books and stuff, I sort of fill out the first 4 pages, and then I'm like, I want a fresh start. I'll do it again and again and again. So I've got loads of empty books basically. But yeah, this band, I guess, they're like an empty book. Well, I mean, I started, this band not knowing that was going to happen really, but it's such a different thing. The chemistry with the Libertines, the chemistry of these boys is totally different. Imagine like if you go to, imagine if you're hanging out with your nan, and like some of your old schoolmates are there, and then you're hanging out with them as well, and then there's some kids who you met the other night are there, and you kind of find yourself being different people for each one, but then that's just because of the chemistry, right? So I think. It's just when I'm with these boys, I mean, like, I'm a different person to who I am with the Libertines, I guess. Just a different version of myself. Does that make sense? Am I getting too deep? It seems quite strange now to say that there was an audition process, because the band does feel kind of natural and organic. I guess it's kind of like a test tube baby situation. You know what I mean? It's all a bit odd in the lab, but then like, kid's a kid. And the boys are, so we did an audition process. I put an advert on Twitter, and we got like 1,000 people auditioned, and then they always applied, and then a lot of them couldn't even play an instrument. And then we did about 100 auditions, and the boys were just the best, creme de la creme. Well, it's just like sort of picks up where we left off, really, bar the sort of fights and the prison episodes and hospitalisations. We just picked up where we left off, and we're making a record. It's all good. Yeah. Oh yeah. We've got new music. Yeah. Sorry. We've got we're writing a new record. So we demoed them, and then we're making the record for a month in a couple of weeks coming, I think. So I mean, we're excited about that as well. I do think about that. It's a bit like, for a start, Homeland Security are not big fans of the Libertines, so they're not really letting us pass the borders as a collective. But it's a bit like the Kinks. You know, the Kinks, like Ray and Dave Davies, like they could have been like world beating, but they were too busy beating each other, and that kind of buggered things up. I think it's maybe a bit similar for the Libertines, but man, I love America, I love playing America, but I'm not of the mindset of let's beat America, let's make it here. That's I'm not. It's not really my thing, It's like I love to play here and I love to be appreciated, but like I think like breaking America isn't really on my to-do list. But it's great to come over here and play here, and I really like it. But I don't know, man. We're happy doing what we do. I don't know. Is it easy? How do you boys feel?
Things that same with any other band, you have your ups and downs, you have your ups, you have your, same things. So.
Yeah, a few fights. I've had fights this morning actually.
But we love each other in the day. So.
Billy got kicked out of the band the other day. I don't know. Yeah, it is. I mean, like these boys, I love them, and as a live band. It feels so fresh and new, and every gig is like a fight that the boys are really up for, and I feel really honoured to be flanked by these fellas. Absolutely, and everyone goes for it, and I trust every one of them in my life. Libertine's a different thing. It's kind of old chemistry as well, and it's just a different thing, man. But if I had two bands the same, that wouldn't make any sense at all, would it? So, yeah. Yeah, I think we're friends. It's great. It's funny because when you say that, I kind of revert to the time like sort of 5-6 years ago when all of our messages to each other passed through the press and interviews like this. But we're getting on great. It's it's really sort of refreshing, and yeah, Peter's a dear friend. He's my brother, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy to see things working out again. So as we sat and wrote a song together, and you know, on the typewriters and the humidity under the palm trees, and you know, it just felt fresh and new. It's like nice to know we've still got those songs, and we've still got so much to write. So that's good. No, this is like a Piers Morgan interview. So at that time it got hurt. That time you got hurt. It must have hurt, right? How did it feel? How did the pain feel? It's been tumultuous, and some things have hurt. But you know, that's just part of it, really. I mean, no triumph without pain, right? The British press is feral. It's really yeah, it's a shame. It's so sensationalist. It's like National Enquirer spread across the whole across the whole newsagent. Yeah, it's such a sort of sensationalist culture. I mean, there are some really great journalists out there, and some people who write really good articles, you know. But the sort of the days of Lester Bangs are kind of behind us, I think, sadly. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's all about sensation, literally, like the Piers Morgan approach of. Sorry to mention him again, of like, so that time you got hurt. So let me get this right. So you know, when that thing happened, were you savagely angry? Savagely angry, you know, and it's like that's making headlines out of just sensationalist tidbits. It's like actually really surprisingly well. I mean, the press just nailed it for this record. We got so many great reviews. We've got so many good reviews. That's good. That's a good thing, right? And then yeah, and then I read like 3 bad reviews, and they were basically saying they weren't about the music. They were about Carl did this and this and this, and now he's doing this. And it's like that really, rather than actually reading the record. I guess that's what they want. I guess it's part and parcel. You know, if it upset me, I'd be a dead man. I wouldn't bother. I'd be like a hermit somewhere. It's just I have to learn to appreciate it. That's part of why people would know about it, I guess. I don't know about the rating. What's nice? I'd rather be underrated than overrated. That's very sweet of you. But you know, I'd rather be known for what I do than just known. You know, I don't want truckers shouting at me, going, "Oi, Barat!" Oi, you know, I like to be. I'd like it. If anyone is going to bother me in the high street, it's because they like a record or something, as opposed to just you're see you on TV, fair game. No, I'm like, you know. But yeah, so that doesn't bother me. I mean, yeah, I guess my ego when I was younger was a bit like, bring it. But yeah, I'm not so bothered anymore. Yeah, we love it. I mean, we play shows in England as well. You know, it's like right now, I think like we kind of it feels really organic. We're earning our stripes as a band, going through. Playing little gigs, and, you know, we've been blessed and cursed as well. We had playing around Europe. We've had gigs with nobody there. Yeah. We've had gigs with like an adoring crowd, like rapturously taking their clothes off, and it's just what they do, and jumping around, and you know, so it's like, you know, sweat dripping down the walls, and we all appreciate all of it. I think we just get tighter and tighter and closer as a band, and it feels really organic. I like it. I think the next thing for the Jackals is to is the next record. You know, like we've really it's a funny way to meet. It wasn't, you know, like auditions but then we sort of spent a lot of time drinking, getting and becoming friends as a band, and yeah, and it seems as organic as ever, really, for Test Tube Babies. The next thing is defining the actual Jackals' own sound. You know, I started this record on my own, so it's kind of a bit me heavy. But yeah, I mean, I think what comes out next is going to be really interesting. I think the boys have got they play a lot harder, and you know, a lot of tougher influences. And I've got like a sort of rock metal roots.
Bit of an alternative.
Yeah, I've got a bit of I've got a bit of a weakness for metal. So yeah. Iron Maiden isn't really metal, is it? I love the first 2 Maiden albums. That's what got me into that before Bruce Dickinson joined. And then I got into Pantera and Rage and Slayer and so many. Even some really ones.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Judas Priest.
Yeah,
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's your metal influences?
I've been listening to loads of Metallica recently. Again, going back.
What are the other ones?
What's the other ones? Come on.
There's some really bad ones, like Disturbed and like.
Really?
Yeah.
That's more new metal. Isn't it?
It's probably
What about old metal?
I like pretty hardcore punk as well. Like I love NoFX and
The Bronx.
The Bronx. Yeah.
Upside Down.
That's not metal though.
No, it's
joking.
punk.
Here we go.
Hardcore punk.
Oh, let's have another one of our bands fight, shall we? I don't know, man. I think Queens of the Stone Age are
Not
a
as
bit...
metallic, just more of an alternative kind of touch, I suppose. We're not going to go all out like 7 strings on the guitar or whatever. It's just a bit more heavy, I suppose. More pedals.
So we're like literally, so we become like a tap dancing show, like Riverdance, just like pedal changes. That's what we're going to work on something like that.
No, there's not. No, you're right. Actually, it's a bit of a strange one. That.
It's funny. It seems quite estranged, you know, the way music is now with sort of R&B and just sort of dancey mishmash of just white noise that you hear in hotels with a beat to it, and like, you know, there's that, and then actual real organic music with people like, you know, heart and soul lyrics and sweat. You know, that's the two seem to have pulled apart, and like, but there's, and like commercially speaking, like the corporations of the world, they want to play it safe, so obviously they opt for the former, whereas there's still a heart that beats, like in around the world, like South America and the places where they're just so into that, they're so into something that's real. So I want to make a record that's really real. I think you know, it goes up and down, and I think, I don't know, the new rock revival was done on arrival. It goes, but it fluctuates back and forth. And people are always going to love real music. People are always going to try something different, and generally it reverts to 1977. You know, it's. I think. What do you reckon, Bill?
Say really, man, can you? You just can't. It could happen tomorrow, you know. It's just like it's so many. It depends on so many things. I don't know. I just can't answer that question.
Oh, when's end of the year probably.
This year?
Yeah. But the Jackals will be next year, and we really gutted. We had to cancel our American tour, just because we couldn't make it work. It cost, was it 36 grand? Yeah. So that was a bit of a bugger. But I think we really want to put the time in to do that. I kind of want to do the van tour of America.
Yeah, definitely.
So we had the tour all plotted out, East Coast, West Coast, up to Canada, and then it got cancelled, so everyone was a little bit crestfallen. But yeah, we want to do that again. I'm going to do my best.
I think we've got a festival together coming up as well.
But Libertines and Jackals?
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair, is it? I'd be knackered.
Yeah.
Really?
No, that's what I heard.
Put it up.
Exclusive for Matt.
Do a Libertines, Dirty Pretty Things.
We'll bring them all. Libertines, Dirty Pretty Things, Baby Shambles, Yeti, Invasion of Helsinki. Let's bring them all
We
on.
might start a new band without Carl, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. Do it.
I'm only joking.
There you go.
Never.
Go for your life, mate. You've got some stiff competition here. Tell you.
Yahoo!